Hi Virgo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So sorry I'm a little bit late with your reading. I've had a bit of stuff on to deal with, but yeah, this is your month ahead August reading. You've actually got a triple cross reading coming up soon, and they're about 15-20 minutes. I'm trying to make them long, but that's also for August. The signs get 2 readings a month now, and for September you'll get stuff together. Okay, so you'll get your 2 readings together. Alright, so we're going to have a look what's coming in for Virgo. We're doing it in the style of the Gypsy Tarot. So every month you'll have a Gypsy Tarot reading along with a triple cross reading. Okay, it's called my triple cross storyteller reading, so that will come out fairly soon. So we're going to have a look what's coming in for Virgo in the month of August 2017, the Gypsy Tarot reading. So Universe Spirit, what's coming in for Virgo? Show me what's coming in for Virgo in the month of August 2017. Show me Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in the month of August 2017. Show me what's coming in for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in the month of August 2017 in a Gypsy Tarot spread. Show me. Okay, we're going to split the deck into 3. Virgo, and I'm sorry that I'm recording via Movie Maker this month. It just makes it a hell of a lot quicker to upload. Next month it will be different though, because I'll be recording for September a little bit earlier for the signs this time, if I can. So we're going to lay down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, there we go. So we've got our 21 cards laid down like so, and what we want to do, let me see if I can get a pointer pen on this. Right, so we want to have a look at the mental and emotional. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is a 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread. You've got 3 rows of 7, 7 columns of 3. And each row serves a purpose. The top row is basically either the situation around the client, or it's their way that they're thinking. The crowning thoughts is slightly different, because this is usually the thinking stage all along here. This is how the situation is manifesting, and this is the root of the issue. You'll see as we go along. So for the month of August 2017, Virgo, what we have is the devil, is the situation. Some of you guys, it might be that, you know, the devil is a card about being obsessed. It is a card that represents, it's not one of my favourite cards. I mean, even if the devil means a really, really deep bond that you have with someone, that deep bond is based on bullshit as far as I'm concerned with this card. I think the devil card is probably, for me, you know, not unless you're having fun. I mean, you can have the devil in the 3 of Cups, and sometimes that's indulgence in, you know, a lot of drink or a lot of partying with the 3 of Cups, that type of thing. A lot of drink, for example. Sometimes the devil can represent somebody who's abusive, and sometimes the devil can represent somebody who is an authoritarian individual, so they like to have control over others. The devil can represent many things within the tarot, but for me it's not always good. Sometimes this devil card can represent when you're chained to something, when you're beholding to something, when you can't let go of something with the devil energy. Sometimes this can represent a fear that somebody has, Virgo. So your situation is the devil, and it might not be great, but we want to know what it is, or how it is that you're dealing with it mentally and emotionally. Well, it's brilliant, because you've got the Page of Pentacles. Now, in one way it's good, in one way it's not so good, because with the Page of Pentacles, I think mentally and emotionally it's good. Okay, because mentally, for me, you know, and the thing with the tarot is it's always important to try and get oneself into the head of the card. Okay, now what is the Page of Pentacles about? Page of Pentacles can be about a shortage of money. It can be about being responsible, for example. It can also be about being very, very cautious. All right, it is Earth sign, but this is brilliant with the Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles looks at a window of opportunity. It's got pure potential in its hands, and it's saying, well, what is it that I can do with this? I mean, it might be that there's a situation of somebody around you, Virgo, that might represent a devil as a result of that. It might be that you're looking at, mentally and emotionally, you might be looking at this situation as pure potential. So the devil in that way, because you look at the first card and you look at, well, how's it being aspected? Is it good or is it bad? And it doesn't seem like you're too worried about this devil mentally and emotionally, because you got the Page of Pentacles. Might be mentally and emotionally, you're very attracted to the pure potential of whatever this thing is. So in your eyes at the moment, in the month of August 2017, it might be that you don't see this devil as that bad. The devil represents a very tempting situation as well. So it might be the situation is there's a very tempting situation happening. The devil, in terms of temptation, well, it's got two people chained to it. They could loosen the chains. I mean, their hands are free on the card, but for some reason they don't want to let go of something. But them in their naked state, for me, represents just how vulnerable these people are and why they actually stay, with the devil. And for me, these people stay with the devil because the devil, for some reason, I have no reason why, seems to be seducing them into staying where they are. So it might be that there's a situation, if we were to look into, and I always try and look into maybe the deeper meanings of the cards, Virgo, and with the devil, there is a certain vulnerability, I think, that people find whenever we get this card, that people tend to feel vulnerable, but they feel vulnerable around something that they feel is either better or greater, or it seems more, quite tempting, or it seems to be far more alluring than what they have in real life. And it might be that mentally and emotionally, the Page of Pentacles, you're looking at this thing as maybe being pure potential, because it might be that you're attracted to it. The Page of Pentacles also means when you're a physical attraction as well, because the Pentacles represent something that's physical within our lives, and this person is very attracted to it. So it might be mentally and emotionally you're very attracted to this devil, the situation showing the devil. I want to see what the root issue is for you. Because of the Ten of Swords. Okay, so I think that with the Ten of Swords, this is representing something that has failed. It can also be where we feel a sense of defeat in a situation, and that's the root energy for why you're this here. I think that something failed for you here, Virgo, the root energy. Alright, I think something didn't work out. It might be that you're feeling depressed, or you felt depressed with this Ten of Swords, which is why your focus in the month of August is on the devil. Alright, it might be that this devil failed you, but there might still be mentally and emotionally, with this Page of Pentacles, very much an attraction to it. It might also be, though, because the Page of Pentacles represents to be cautious before taking a step forward, which is why with the Page of Pentacles, if we were to look at it as a messenger, this card would really show up as a message is coming, but it won't be coming anytime soon, because this person is very cautious. The card suggests cautiousness about sending messages, things that take a long time to, evolve. So it could be that I think that this is not a very nice situation, whichever way you want to look at it. For some of you guys, you might be attracted to it mentally and emotionally, but that's only because you might be feeling quite vulnerable with that Ten of Swords being the root issue. It might be that there is, again, the devil energy, something that's tempting, or something that might be something that you're dealing with here with this devil energy, but it might be as a result of that mentally and emotionally, you're actually being quite practical, pragmatic and cautious because of the Ten of Swords. It might be that you've been there before. It might be that somebody's come back into your life, this devil here, because the devil talks about a repetitive pattern as well. It might be mentally and emotionally you're looking at it and you're saying, okay, I need to be responsible with this potential, because it's the pentacle, pure potential that's come to me, because I've been here before, I've been hurt, so I'm going to be careful around what I do next. Let's have a look at what's happening in your present situation in August. Well, the focus is about moving on, because you've got the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is a card that says, you've got these six swords in front of the person's face, And what they're trying to do is they're trying to remove the blockages, because the swords are actually blocking this person's view. So what this person's trying to do is remove themselves from a struggle so that they can see clearer. And sometimes this is about removing ourselves from the preset ideas that we already have, which I read the Six of Swords as, these six swords. Sometimes it can be about removing ourselves from a struggle that's in our lives. But the whole point for me with the Six of Swords is about removal of some form of a struggle, some form of a fight, so you can see a clearer path forward. So I think some of you guys, which is why often I look at this card as often somebody who's changing direction or changing their mind on a situation. I think some of you guys might be changing your mind, or the focus might be on changing a direction here. Let's have a look how that's manifesting. Right, so the Eight of Wands is in your focus here. And the Eight of Wands, I think, is travel. And I think it's movement again, because the Eight of Wands does represent acceleration. It represents change. It represents messages. It represents travel. It represents heightened feelings or heightened ideas, or starting to develop new ideas, for example, because these are the creative ideas that somebody's throwing out. I think that the situation is about changing direction, and I think as a result of that, what you'll find in August for some of you guys are things are starting to change quite swiftly with the Eight of Wands. Things are still up in the air, but what you've got in now is traction going on here, because we do have the Devil here as the situation around your mental and emotional, and I think that this is something that you guys are tied to here. But I think that mentally and emotionally, I feel now that this is saying that you're being quite pragmatic and you're being quite sensible with this Page of Pentacles. It might be because you've been let down with the Ten of Swords. Okay, this might be by this Devil energy, so you're kind of being very pragmatic, very sensible with the Page of Pentacles as to what you do, possibly with a new potential that you've had come into your life. I feel that the Six of Swords is saying that there's been a change of heart, a change of direction for some of you guys with this Six of Swords showing here in around the present situation, in which what you're starting to see is motion, the universe in motion. You're starting to see changes happening rapidly for you. What's the reason for that? There we go, because of the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles could be a work situation going on here. It could be buying a house, for example. It could be, you know, moving house, for example, because this can be the card of people who are moving home. It can be in a meeting, for example, that type of thing. But the Three of Pentacles is all about plans, and it's all about laying plans and building plans and watching a plan and a development come to fruition. So I think that things are starting to move for you guys, Eight of Wands, in the month of August 2017, because you've been laying some plans down here with the Three of Pentacles here, and those plans, well, they're basically evolving as this is the reason for this, okay, and vice versa. The situation is the Six of Swords, and I'm seeing this as travel. I'm seeing is it a change of direction, and that's because of the Three of Pentacles, because you've been developing some new plans. You're waiting for things to come to fruition with that Three of Pentacles here, and the reason for this change is because of that Three of Pentacles. So we're seeing rapid changes come in because you've already laid the plans to do that, and that's why I think that whatever this situation is with the Devil energy around the mental and emotional, you guys are being very, very, you know, intelligent about this, because the Page of Pentacles looks at this pure potential and he says, what can I do with this potential of what I know? And the Ace of Pentacles is what he holds, and sometimes the Ace of Pentacles represents a new realization that somebody has. So it might be that some of you guys have a new realization on a situation, and that realization is based on the Ten of Swords. Something I feel failed. It might be somebody let you down, but as a result of that, the situation is around the Devil. But I think that there's almost a knowing here that you can't go back to something in your life at the moment, which is why there's all change here. What's going on around your hopes and desires for the month of August 2017? Well, we've got the Five of Swords, and Five of Swords is about a limitation, essentially, is what it is. Now, that limitation can be a person. Sometimes this card represents jealousy. Sometimes it represents advantage takers. Sometimes it represents piss takers. Sometimes it represents people who are trying to keep other people down because they want glory. It's a futile fight in a way, but it's about winners and losers. But often I look at this card and I see the Third Swordsman. I want to see what card is behind that, actually, because usually I find the card that's behind that shows where the limitation lies. The situation around your hopes and desires is about somewhat of a limitation happening. It might be a limitation between you and others, because these two people here, I generally find, are apart. They're set apart because of this third swordsman here. Okay, so this is a limitation in terms of possibly you and somebody else going on. I think that there is some form of conflict. Sometimes this card means severance as well, but the severance is usually due to a limitation. So I think the situation might be around some form of a severance going on here due to a limitation. We'll find out what that limitation is behind the third swordsman, because usually the limitation, the secondary card I've found, should show why that limitation is occurring. For example, if it was a Queen of Wands, it would be a woman that had possibly caused problems within a relationship. Let's have a look there how this situation is manifesting in terms of what you're hoping for. Well, you're hoping for the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is to stand in your ground. Okay, the Seven of Wands is to stand defiantly against all odds. The Six of Wands, how I read the Seven of Wands often is it can either be a card of assimilation, or it can be a card of that, no, I'm not going to assimilate, and no, I reject this. So with this Seven of Wands, this guy here holds one wand and he's got 6 wands below him. Now this can be people that say, give it to me, and this person says no, because they're an individual and they stand in their power and they say, I don't want to assimilate myself with you, so therefore I don't want it. It's a card of rejection sometimes, but sometimes it can be where you're defending yourself against others. It essentially represents a struggle. But I think if it's a hope, I think that with the Seven of Wands, it's about standing in your confidence regardless of what anybody says, regardless of whatever the struggles are with anyone. It's about being that individual. Alright, so it looks like there's some form of conflict here with the Five of Swords around the hopes, but your hope is that you can weather the storm with the Seven of Wands. What's the reason for that? Because of the Six of Pentacles. It might be that you're looking to receive something here with this Six of Pentacles, because it might be that the situation is you're limited from getting what you want with this Five of Swords, and as a result of that your hope would be to hold out. It could be because you need to receive something, you need to get something. The Six of Pentacles is about receiving money, so it might be based on money. Okay, here in the present situation you guys look like you are changing direction, in which a lot of things as a result of that are happening. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of changes happening with the Eight of Wands. Could be a lot of messages, a lot of communication. It seems to be based on the Five of Pentacles and the the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles are some plans. Usually it's earthly plans, things like sometimes this can be the card of dating or shopping or, you know, eating out and things, but I think it's more important than that. It might be based on a work situation here. It might be based on some of you guys wanting a promotion, because the Three of Pentacles can show recognition. It might be that you're changing direction. It might be that as a result of that what's manifesting is a lot of changes. It might be because you guys are looking to get a new job or something like this, because this is the person that's recognized for their skills, and this could like be a job interview or something like that. Could also be something to do with housing, something to do with plans that you're making here. Okay, but I feel that, you know, here in your hopes, the Five of Swords, there is a challenge going on here, but you want to stand your ground, because I think that you want something, you want to be given something over others. This is what I feel that I'm seeing here. It could be money, it could be time, it could be a job, for example, with the Six of Pentacles. What are your expectations? Well, the Seven of Swords is the situation. So the Seven of Swords isn't always about deception. Sometimes this is about being cautious and knowing how to play the game. It's about being clever in order to get what you want with the Seven of Swords. It's a card about careful planning and all of those things. It can be about deception. The primary meaning of the card is about somebody who's deceptive, but it depends on what type of deception you're looking at. Sometimes the Seven of Swords means that you've got to be clever and cunning, which this person is. They've been cunning enough to get away with 5 out of 7 swords. You know, that's what this person does. So the situation might be around possibly you or somebody else being quite cunning. Let's have a look at what you're expecting as a result of that, though. Well, there you go, the Ten of Pentacles. You're expecting great success, I feel here. The Ten of Pentacles is a card about great financial success. It's about security and stability and balance a lot of the time. But this Ten of Pentacles, to me, because I really couldn't read it as sort of you expecting something. It might be that you're expecting a great deal of resources, for example. Could be in a family situation, could be in a work situation, but the Ten of Pentacles does represent great material success. It looks like you're expecting great material success to me. I want to have a look what the reason is for that. Because of the Hermit And I think that and the Hermit is pointing its light. Wherever this Hermit points its light, and you're Virgo, so this is you. Wherever you're pointing your light, Virgo, towards the Six of Pentacles, there's something that you want here. There's something that you want to receive. And that's why you're expecting this, because I think that you've been quite savvy and quite intelligent. And I think that savviness and intelligence is actually showing up with this Page of Pentacles. Let's have a look at what the hidden factors are for the month for Virgo. Well, Page of Cups is the situation. So the Page of Cups could be that there's a situation around good news coming in. What's the actual thing that you're not seeing as a result of that? Well, it might take a bit of time because you've got High Priestess showing up here. So the situation is around good news, but the universe is saying that something might take a bit of time to unfold because the High Priestess is the card about secrets. And when you get this card, it can say that something might take a little bit of time to happen. And let's have a look at the reason for that. Because of the Three of Wands, possibly because you're waiting for it to come in. Three of Wands can mean that you've launched something new as well. So it might be that you'll have to wait. You're hoping, or your situation, it's not a hope, it's hidden factors, it's what you're not seeing. Because all along here, there's a lot of rapid changes coming in. And also, between the five, I forgot to mention that, behind this third swordsman is usually what the limitation. So that might be the situation around your hopes is that you want to get something here. But the limitation is in the Seven of Swords as to why you can't get something here, Virgo. And that Seven of Swords, it could be that somebody's running as much as a race as you are. I don't think that this is deception or anything like that. Within, we're not doing love or anything on this one. All right, it could be that somebody's somebody's outsmarting you, which is why you can't get what you want. But you want to stand your ground because you feel that you should have it. You're standing your ground because you want to receive something here. It could be a job. Could be anything, but there's something that you want to receive here, but while you're not getting it, the situation says that you're not actually getting it just as yet, because somebody might be outsmarting you here. But as a result of this, whatever this thing is with the Seven of Swords, you're expecting to come out on top. Ten of Pentacles, I believe, because of the Hermit, because this is something that you're banking on. The Hermit, you are the Hermit, and you're facing towards the Six of Pentacles. You won't take no for an answer. This is something you're really banking on, I feel here, Virgo. However, the hidden factors are saying, yeah, there's a situation about good news coming in, Page of Cups. However, what's manifesting in terms of what you don't know is the High Priestess. It remains a secret when you get the High Priestess, so it might be something that you're waiting on. It might not evolve as quickly as you feel that it would like to, and that's because of the Three of Wands. It might be if it's an interview, maybe this is the interviewer looking at other people, for example. Maybe it's because somebody's waiting on information. Three of Wands is about waiting on anything. You can be waiting on information with this card. You can be waiting for a call back. You can be waiting for anything. Alright, so I think that in a way, I think this Three of Wands might be somebody else. The Three of Wands might be the Six of Pentacles individual. Alright, and the Three of Pentacles individual. But I feel here that, this is something that's out of your hands, and it's not something that's going to come to you just like that. You have to wait on other people maybe to get it. Let's have a look at the further down the line in August. What's this? Wow, it's good. The Star. Excuse me. So the Star represents hope and aspirations. And I feel that with the Star card, you are hoping for something. The situation is that there could be some hope coming in, but we want to see what manifests as because it depends on what this card is as to whether this is actually what we think it is, because sometimes this can represent distance, you see, the Star card can. And let's have a look at what's manifesting as a result of that. Wow, the Two of Pentacles. So I feel that, the Two of Pentacles is about taking the rough with the smooth, but it can also be where you're juggling a couple of things here. So maybe there is hope happening here as a result of that. Maybe you're going to need to work out a way how you're going to do something here. I want to see what that's based on, the Two of Pentacles. Well, Death, there's some change coming in for you. So it might be that what's coming in is you're going to have to make, it looks like something manifests, because the Star card is also like the Nine of Cups, a card about something manifesting, just as the Magician. For me, there are three manifestation cards within the Tower: Nine of Cups, Star, and the Magician energy. For me, the Star card says, well, something looks looking pretty good. Something might just be manifesting you back for you. So this is the situation. It might, as a result of that, require you to make some form of arrangements here with the Two of Pentacles, because it looks like you've got some change coming to you. The latter stages of August. I think if you're not hearing about something now, for some of you guys, you should hear about it the latter stages of August. And let's have a look at what the overall outcome is. There we go. Well, the situation is around an offer with the Knight of Cups. Let's have a look what manifestors are. There we go. The Ten of Cups, okay? So what's manifesting overall is great happiness. Ten of Cups. The greatest happiness that you can feel. What's that based on? The Tower. Complete and utter change, which is good. So some of you guys, there's an offer. The situation will be around an offer in which the overall outcome is this turns out very, very well because you've got the Ten of Cups. There's great happiness. It might be that there's an offer. What happens is you're saying goodbye to something. You're leaving somewhere because of the Tower. And the Tower represents change again. We don't always read the Tower negatively. You can't read the Tower negatively at all. It's ridiculous to read that card because the Tower is the reason for the, it might be that you're leaving somewhere because it's unexpected. Maybe there's been some unexpected change. Things might not have evolved here, but what comes in is there is hope, and it might be that as a result of that hope, you're going to need to kind of rearrange a few things with the Two of Pentacles because it looks like there's going to be a big change coming in for you. The overall outcome is the situation is an offer. This can also be travel as well with the Knight of Cups, in which what's manifesting, you might be saying goodbye because this might have been unexpected, especially if you were waiting for something here and it wasn't happening. It's a very good reason. What we're going to do, we're going to just get this reading down pat one more time for Virgo. I hope I called you Virgo all the way through the reading. I'm renowned for calling people the signs other names in the readings. I do apologise. So I feel that here we've got the Devil around the mental and emotional, all right? And the Devil is something that binds us. So the situation might be a difficult situation. It might be something that's binding you, but I think that you're looking pragmatically at it. I think mentally and emotionally you're dealing at it with the Page of Pentacles. It might be that you're seeing it as an opportunity because something might be over for you. So even though we've got this Devil energy showing here, mentally and emotionally, how you're dealing with it is in a very common sense, possibly matter of fact way with that Page of Pentacles, because something might be completely over for you with this Devil energy. As a result of that, I feel that some of you guys will be looking to change direction. It could be travel, moving somewhere else. I feel that what's evolving from this with the Eight of Wands is things start to pick up very, very rapidly. Okay, and it could be in terms of with the Three of Pentacles, it could be in terms of a job, it could be in terms of a house move, it could be in terms of some form of meeting, getting recognised and interviewed, that type of thing. Because around your hopes, you've got the Five of Swords showing up. So I think that you feel a limitation maybe in getting what you want. But I feel that your hopes are to stand your ground, to be defiant, to withstand any difficulties here. Because there's something that I feel with this Six of Pentacles. And if this is a job interview, this might be it. I think there were a mortgage or something like that. There's something that I think with the Six of Pentacles, and I think it might be a material thing because it's Six of Pentacles. I think that there is something out that you're out to get. Around your expectations, well, around the hopes, the situation is, I think that you're limited in getting something that you want with this Five of Swords, and I think it's because other people might be outsmarting you on this with this Seven of Swords energy. But I feel that, the situation around the Seven of Swords is, not just about other people, maybe the limitation being other people outsmarting you, but you needing to outsmart others as well, in which what you're expecting is to achieve something great. And it looks like it's a material thing with this Ten of Pentacles here, and that's because of the Hermit. Your dedication and focus is to getting something here, because the Hermit, wherever that Hermit points his lamp, this is what the focus is on, and your focus is on getting something in which your hopes are that you don't give up with the Seven of Wands, that you stand your ground. So I think that there is great defiance here amongst the odds. You're facing some odds here in August, but you won't give up, Virgo. You're very, very tenacious, and you've got a lot of great self-belief going on here. However, in the hidden factors, the situation is around a nice message, an offer, an invitation, but it might not be forthcoming with the High Priestess as quickly as you would like. It could be because if you're waiting to get an offer on something here, whether it's a job with the Three of Pentacles, whether it's a home move, buying a home, whatever this case is, being, a plan that you're making, it might be that somebody's doing something else. It might be that they're waiting on documentation, for example. Alright, it might be that they're waiting till the tide turns, or they're waiting for some change to come in around you. But I think that this is out of your hands, and it might be dependent on what somebody else is waiting for with this Three of Wands. However, what you should find by the end of August coming in is that there is hope. Something good is manifesting. As a result of that, I think that you're going to have to make some rearrangements or make some you know, adjustments within your life, because there's a big change coming up. There's an ending coming up, and you're going into a new beginning with the Death card. The overall outcome shows the situation revolves around travel and offer with the Knight of Cups, in which what's manifesting might be that you're saying goodbye. We do have Tower and Ten of Cups. And Ten of Cups now with the Tower, it's because of the Tower, and the Tower is often a leaving card. Alright, so it might be that you're saying goodbye to somewhere because unexpectedly you have to leave quicker than you thought that you would do, that type of thing. Alright, so I am seeing change here happening for Virgo in August 2017. It's an absolute awesome reading, and let me know how you get on, and I will speak to you guys on your triple crosses. Take care.